Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Hurts throwing right away. That's caught by the big tight end. Dallas got him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's good for an Eagles. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Watkins in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a man picked up on draft night this year, DeAndre Swift. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Eagles at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. There's Jamin Davis, the former Kentucky Wildcat, bringing the pressure that time.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Get out of here with a W on this side. The ball moving.
Throwing is Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown. Devontae Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward. But they kick it here, and it's good. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell, eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Second down throw for Howell. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick-6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. Absolutely. When they get challenged, that's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On first down, Howell. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And it's second down. You look at this Eagle defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
With their lack of pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were quite formidable in the win over Florida a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents out of the line.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4. So here we go, fourth down, Howell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. There he goes offside. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Let's make something happen. Come on, get playing.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
63.
Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So a great first quarter continues here as they add on to that lead.
And Brandon, I think it sets up what's going to be an important drive because it's now 17-0. So the other guys, they got to figure out something quick before this game gets away from them.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. A give up the middle to Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Faking the handoff. Howell slings this deep for McLaurin. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 56 yards. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah. Touchdown, Eagles! A.J. Brown, 81 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be his playmaking. Watch and see if it actually happens over there. Like you, I have my doubts, but
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. You talk about this Washington defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a 41-yard punt, giving 5 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Washington first down.
Back to throw, Howell. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Powell, another throw on second down. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Close Watkins, 79 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. The point after 3, drops on the goal. That'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Howell's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3. After 42
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. First down.
Powell throwing on first down here. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And Howell will throw it. And that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Second and 10, Howell. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That's on Pro Bowl center Jason Kelce. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one goes for 24 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
A run for the former Seahawk. It's Rashad Penny. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this one is incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the 1st down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give to Gibson running right. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Short pass to Howard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing here, Howell. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Howell.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
2nd down, Howell back to pass. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders get a bit closer. Sly on for the extra point.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Eagles 31, Commanders 21.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And Hurts going to move him around.
He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And now they're in the hurry up.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he's going to have it by plenty, able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Commanders 21.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half, but when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Okay, he brought that one out of the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
This time they'll throw it with Howell.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line.
It's 2nd and inches at their 48-yard line.
They'll go play action. Howell
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out.
Robinson. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Well, they go with a tight end carry. Stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get all the way to the end zone.
Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is down to a field goal.
31. Commanders, 1 game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
2nd down. Here's Hurts.
It's complete to Brown, right side.
Still going.
Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Al down to throw it.
And now here is another interception. It's Sidney Brown with it. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Smith in motion right.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And he's going to be swallowed but taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
Jonathan Allen, the former 1st-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's complete. A diving grab. That's going to be for an Eagles touchdown.
A.J. Brown,
his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Eagles take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Hurts will throw.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's
well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Once more, Gibson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
Give him 4 on the carry. That'll make this a third and about 2. He'll cover the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Play action. It's Howell.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Skill at 5, and it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this goal. Touchdown!
Devontae Smith.
His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Elliott got on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it.
And now off to the races, down the right side. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Howell
slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, 49 yards.
And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit.
And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll try and run it here. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches, and the two-point attempt is turned aside. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Howell changing the play here.
They go play action here on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. And they're going to speed things up here.
Gibson.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Gibson is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the 4th quarter, even with the loss there on 1st down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually...
Touchdown! Terry McLaurin from 4 yards out.
And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So Washington now with an important two-point conversion attempt. Howell throwing for it.
And they're going to get the two. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a one-score game.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. And a lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Hurts.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And 3rd and 8 now.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Hurts. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And some room to work. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
88 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
In motion left is Watkins.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead holds at 8. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And still just down one score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays, because it, of course, could have pushed this to a 2-possession deficit for them. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Back to throw, Howell.
Escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this when he's down he goes. Brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
There's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack, I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down.
Third and long, here's Howell.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls in.
It doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That's taken at around the 40.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Out route pass complete to Gary.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
On 1st down, Hurts.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Here's Swift.
And he'll take this one in for the Eagle touchdown.
DeAndre Swift, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT. He's up to 15 now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
position, trying to get back into the game. Teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's 1st and 10. First down, Howell to throw. That one downfield for Dotson.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. Here comes 2nd down.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Howell to throw.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's Sidney Brown with it.
And this one will be brought back to the 22.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas getting his first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Howell throwing on third down here.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
These guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. With it is Brown. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. That is just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Howell throwing on first down here.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover. It probably mattered to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Philadelphia, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.